Hey guys, this is Keely from Chronically Keely. I'm back again with another video, very short this time. I just wanted to quick hop on here and show you guys the books that I'm reading that help me getting through chronic illness. So I think in the beginning of this journey, I'll just say that more of the types of books that I would look into getting into were books on healing, and I think they're very, very important. But there have been, and I still read those. But lately, I've discovered that I've really been struggling, in terms of on the mental health side. So, one of the things I've discovered with dealing with chronic health is that with everything, it's not just about the body, right? It's also about your mind and how you perceive things. And for a while, I really got into a place where I was really locked into fear and sometimes feeling like my faith is strong, but sometimes these things, I'm human, so sometimes I felt hopeless and just really in a place that could get pretty dark, pretty upset, sad, just kind of feeling a bit lost. So I decided recently, in fact, to do something about it. And when I did, I thought that I would get, hopefully you can see this, I have the camera turned around a different way today, powerful thinking. And this, I think, I've only just started, but the premise behind this is that you break it up. There's 12 different sections, and you can break it up and do practice one a month or one a week, however you want to do it. And I'm currently on, because I'm in Christ, I can do everything I need to do in life. And so I really just think, again, it's so easy. And I feel like it makes sense, that you would get into a place where, you feel down. If it's constant, you're constantly thinking about your health. If if you're feeling good, you're still thinking about it. But for me, I've constantly had reminders of either the illness through pain or exhaustion has been huge. And so when you start looking at that, when you start looking about, you're not just thinking about it, but you're getting constant reminders about how you feel, it's very easy to really not have your mind in a good place, really not be thinking the way that God really wants us to think. So I'm hoping that this book will help me out with that. Another book I got is The Emotion Code. And I'm not going to lie, I'm really not sure what I think about this book just yet. This is another one I just started. So you can tell I'm really just new on trying to switch around my thought processes here. But the idea behind this is that we have trapped emotions, right? And those trapped emotions, things that we didn't deal with in our past, end up affecting our health and having an impact on our health. There are certain things straight up, and I can tell more as I get into the book. And if you ever want me to do a review about this book or any of the others, leave me a note in the comments and I will. But this one, I'm not really sure if our beliefs line up. I'm not 100%. Some of the things that he said so far, I don't think that they fit. But before I read any book, even storybooks, I'm always praying, please God, help me to get from it what you want me to and to leave the rest behind. And so I prayed that with this. And there's nothing here that's swaying me or misleading me, but there are things that maybe I might cherry pick and take out certain bits and pieces of wisdom. I'm not really sure where this one is going to go. Just based on certain things that have been said, but I do like the idea, it says here that trapped emotions are the invisible epidemic. And then it goes in, it talks about what trapped emotions are. It talks about they have different experiences that people have gone into. I'm going to see where this one goes. The Bible is my main source. But I feel like if God is leading me to anything in any of these other books, then I will take it and I will use it. This one, same idea. I did not get far in this either, but the body keeps the score. And I've heard some really good things about this book, but it's the same exact idea, where if you've had traumatic experiences in your life, and who hasn't, whether it's through family or through different relationships or just an experience or an event that occurred, trauma. And so what happens is a lot of times you absorb that. If you don't process it well, you absorb it into your body and it gets stored there and your body remembers. And I can tell you, for certain events in my life that have happened like at a certain time of year, it's like I've noticed I will end up getting like sick or feeling my body will feel awful at that exact time of year. And it took me years to figure that out, but I've realized that, yeah, like it occurs like that, like usually like very early to like late September, I end up getting sick. And I do. It's like my body is remembering both instances, actually. I don't know if this counts, but like COVID. I had COVID this September and I had COVID last September. And I don't know, but the idea anyway is that your body remembers. Your body remembers traumatic events. And if you haven't dealt with them, if you haven't fully released all of these pent-up emotions, they do end up impacting your health. I can also come back and give you a review on that. This one here, my dear friend gave me this, Christina, and I'm very excited to read it. I've really only just started. It comes from a Christian perspective. Like I said, I'm trying to open the page here. I only just started, like I'm on chapter 1. But it seems it's a really beautifully written book so far from what I've seen. And it helps you to give like the gist I'm getting. Again, like, look, I just started it. But the gist I'm getting is that like it really, like, things happen in life, right? And just because it's hard doesn't mean it's bad. And it really is a shift on your perspective and how you choose to look at things. And if you're looking at things through the eyes of God and the way that God intends for your life, then I really believe that we'll end up with a healthier perspective on life and thus health in the body. And then last but never least is the Bible. I've been reading the Bible for years. I've done like the 1-year Bible plans, but I've since like largely slowed it down. Because I felt like I was like really not just reading the Bible to like really read it anymore, but like check it off. Like I read this, like, because I follow it on the YouVersion app, and I'd be checking it off. Like, okay, I did, like, you have all these chapters and like I did it. And I just felt God calling me to something different. I think that there's a huge benefit in doing the 1-year plan. But that's not the season I'm in right now. And so that's the cool thing with God. There's no to me, there's no wrong approach in reading the Bible. You can read it in a year. You could read it in 5 years, as long as you're there and you're fully present with God. But this will always remain, God will always remain my the source, honestly. I've shown you all of these books here, but none of these books are going to do me any good whatsoever unless God decides to show me something through them. And I think that's the beautiful thing about it. But this is my truth. This is where I get my encouragement from and my direction from and my connection with God from. So Bible always. And so that's it. Just a short video. These are the books I'm reading. Fighting chronic illness is absolutely hugely. It's a frame of mind. It's a state of mind. And I think it's very important to do, like, I take supplements every single day, multiple times a day. But on top of the supplements, it's like huge important to make sure that I'm also taking care of my mind. What am I thinking about? What am I reading? What am I watching? What am I listening to? And if I can tune all of those things into Christ and keep my focus there, I really believe, I know that I'll heal more quickly and be back to being where I'm meant to be. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want me to do like a review on any of these books once I've actually gotten deeper and read them, let me know. I would love to. And in the meantime, don't forget to comment and like and subscribe and show this channel love, because ain't many people watching so far, but that's okay because it'll happen in time. Bye, guys.